Good morning, parents. This is Sandra with your morning meditation. Before we jump in and learn the words of encouragement that Father has for you for today, please take a moment out and just hit that like button for me. It gives us the opportunity to share these meditations with more parents. And please do subscribe to the channel if you haven't already so that you won't miss any of our great content. So let's see the word that Father has for you today. May He give you the desire of your heart and make all your plans succeed. So that's what you're going into today with, that He is going to bless you with the desires of your heart and make all your plans succeed. Remember, it's a mindset and it's as you set your intentions. What is your expectation as you go into the day? You want to set your expectation and your mindset level set that He is going to give you the desires of your heart. Go into the day with that expectation. He is going to make all your plans succeed. The Lord bless you and keep you. The Lord make His face shine upon you and be gracious to you. The Lord turn His face towards you and give you peace. So go forward blessed, knowing the Lord has blessed you, and what the Lord has blessed, no one can curse. He is going to keep you. He has turned His face towards you. He says His face will shine upon you and be gracious unto you. So imagine your Heavenly Father, all powerful, all knowing, everything in His hand, everything is sustained by Him. And He is looking at you with a smile on His face, being gracious to you, extending to you whatever it is that you need for today, and is being gracious to you and giving you His peace. So remember, peace is a choice. We don't get to change. You don't get to change how other people engage you, but you can maintain your peace through Him in all situations. So go forward today with the expectation of amazing things happening, being blessed in all that you do succeed. And no matter what happens, you go forward determined to maintain your peace. Give, and it will be given to you. Good measure, pressed down, shaken together, running over, will be put into your lap. For with the measure you use, it will be measured back to you. So as you pay it forward, as you are blessed, as you are favored, wherever today you can show someone else favor, that you can maybe help them out. It could be something small, but whatever you can do today to help someone else, that's you paying it forward. So as you go forward today, knowing that you are blessed. He says, good measure. Not only is He going to give you a good measure, like a full, imagine a tablespoon, a heaping tablespoon, not one that's been leveled off, a heaping tablespoon. He says it's going to be pressed down, shaken together. You know, when you have something, the container may seem full, but when you knock it and you shake it and that air comes out, you have room that's now made available. He's making sure that everything is overflowing into your lap. So you don't have to go searching for it. It's going to be put into your lap. And the measure with which you receive, you give back. Just means that you want to make sure that you have an open hand. You're receiving, but you're also sharing and giving with your time, with your resources, with good, favorable comments, encouraging people. Sometimes that means speaking, sometimes it may mean not speaking. You'll know as Spirit leads what's appropriate for each situation, but we're going to be generous because the generosity that you've received, the favor that you receive, you're going to pay that forward. And as you pay it forward, you get more blessings even coming back. It's a continual cycle. So you paying it forward doesn't deplete you. You'll have so much continually coming in. It's not a one and done. It's new every morning. Every day He has a measure of grace and fullness and everything that you need for that day. So don't worry about being depleted. He's always going to restore. And so we know and rely on the love God has for us. God is love. Whoever lives in love lives in God and God in them. So knowing that you can rely on His love, the love He has for you. He is love. And ultimately, what is it that you seek most? So when you really sit still and say, what is it that I'm pursuing? As we go out into the days, what is it that you're looking to really accomplish? And a lot of times we're looking at things and not really connecting the underneath it It's actually a lot of times emotions. We want to feel like we're making impact. We want to be part of the community. Go forward today knowing that He loves you, relying on that love, having confidence in that love. So when you know that the one who can do all is at your back, how much more powerful will you walk in your day? How much more confident can you be? How much more generous can you be when you know that you will never be depleted? You will never get down to zero. And sometimes it may seem like it's getting a little low, but that's a test for us because everybody's nice when everything's nice. Everyone's generous when they have an abundance. But generosity is only really manifested when sometimes we don't feel like we know where we're going to be replenished from. Are we still going to be generous? That is true generosity. It's not generosity if I have a ton and I give you a little bit of what I have, even though to the person receiving it may seem a lot, but it didn't seem a lot for me out of what I had in my store. So sometimes, yes, it's going to feel like it may be going low, but just consider that a test and an opportunity to exercise that generosity muscle or the compassion muscle or the love muscle. Fill in the blank, what emotion, whatever it may be drawing on from you at that time. Be kind and compassionate to one another, forgiving each other just as Christ, God, forgave you. So, continuing the theme of paying it forward, being compassionate and kind wherever you can today, knowing that God has been kind and continually kind and has no intentions of never being kind to you. There is no point that His face will turn from you. Even when you make a mistake, even when things don't go well, even when you doubt Him and your faith in Him may slip a little bit, He is still faithful to you. He will still be kind and compassionate. And He's just asking, be kind and compassionate to each other, to others. Forgive people for what they've done. Remember, I have forgiven you and will readily forgive you for anything that you do. So I'm just asking you to be my representative, that when you forgive or when you're gracious to someone, they can see me through you. So that's an opportunity for you to be a reflection of your Father when you're exercising kindness and compassion and you're forgiving. And forgiven from the mindset that we keep in mind how much He's forgiven us. So sometimes situations may be very challenging to think about forgiving, often because we confuse forgiving with forgetting, forgiving with making a statement that what you did doesn't really matter if I forgive you. Those are two completely different things. To forgive doesn't mean to condone. It just means that you're not going to allow the bitterness and the toxicity of unforgiveness to now acidify your system. Because forgiveness hurts the one that doesn't forgive more than the one that committed the infraction. So forgiveness, when He asks us to forgive, it's for your health, it's for your peace, it's for your joy to be restored. Because if you go through life without forgiving, it makes us more angry, more bitter, more resentful. We close off more, we trust less. It's a negative downward spiral. So you forgive because you love the one who's forgiven you, and you forgive because you love yourself. It's self-care. And you forgive because it may help the other person to forgive themselves, to make changes in their life. But even if they don't, you're not forgiving them so that they will. You're forgiving them because of who you are. You are a child of the one true God. If you haven't done so already, please, 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 pretty please, do click that thumbs up button to let me know that you see value in this. Also, please remember to check out your app store for our Coaching for Parents app. It has some amazing free content that is going to be invaluable to you as you navigate raising your tweens and teens. And as you go into your day, remember that you are highly blessed, greatly favored, and deeply loved, and that you already are victorious in Him. So go forward today with the expectation of success. And keep your eye open for little treats that He may have already planted along the pathway of this day for you. I'll see you tomorrow, same time, for another moment of meditation.